This one's for you, Jar. What better way to spend a lovely quarantine day other than just playing Animal Crossing all day? Listen to some classic thrash metal. Two things that couldn't be any more on opposite ends of the spectrum. Everyone knows the big four of thrash metal. Just below them is Testament and Exodus. Down with Exodus. I've actually seen Testament live more than any of the other big four bands, other than Megadeth. And as of April 3rd, Testament has a new album. So let's check it out, shall we? Open that pit and take a shit. Don't do that. Here we go. We kick it off with the classic sounding Testament riffs. The song feels somewhat like a history lesson, as it showcases the different styles that Testament has evolved through over the years. Good intro track to show you what they are. Perfect song to introduce someone who wants to check out Testament. Now this is how we really get going. Didn't realize how badly I needed new thrash until that intro riff started. Chuck is by far, at least to me, the most underrated thrash frontman. Maybe possibly metal overall, especially on 80s metal. He's also probably the most evolved over time. Again, to me. This is the perfect follow track as it kicks you straight in the teeth. If the rest of the album is like this, yes. Again, the opening riff is just rustling the jimmies. Ew. The song has the modern thrash riffs and classic thrash chorus, and they just meld together extremely well. The solo section is killer as well, with the stop style riffs melding perfectly with shred, ending with melodic shred, and it's just so damn good. Don't ever doubt Testament, damn it, because again, this song kills. This song is very, very slayery, both musically and vocally. The song is just very overall tight. One thing Testament has always had is amazingly well-produced albums. You can always hear every single note, regardless of how chuggy it is or how fast it is. This song perfectly encapsulates that, especially with the scale runs pre-chorus. So far, I'd say we're 4 for 4. Slowing it down here, going for the serious and welcome chugs, mixed with some nice cleans. Some trippy vocal harmonies going on during the verse, transitioning to what you would actually expect. For the chorus, the cleans and harmony return, and really it's the first time they've lost me on this album. I don't know what it is, it just doesn't really work for me. Short solo, followed by a somewhat generic riff, but it is followed by a really nice bass solo. Bass needs more love, man. Again, shout out to Jar. It's basically a solo fest from here on out, and I'm all for it, just overall this song was the first dud to me. Dirty bass and drums in the intro that I really wish went on a little longer, but the guitar melody that comes in is pretty sweet. It goes to a Judas Priest style riff, which again is pretty cool. Return of the bass in the chorus, which is very bass forward. The song is just so damn groovy, and we needed some groove to break up the endless moshing. Nice little chromatic riff accompanied by the bass. We get an intriguing riff that molds itself into the verse, but also returns as the chorus. It's different, but not unenjoyable. I can appreciate the musicianship in this song, but I'm not fully jiving with it. There isn't much to say about this song. It's a somewhat generic thrash song, musically, vocally, and lyrically. It's executed flawlessly, but come on guys, I was expecting more from you, especially with how this album started. Damn it, it's starting to seem like they blew their load early and losing steam, because again, this song is generic. I'm not saying it's bad, not by any stretch of the mind, but it's just something we've heard before. We only have 3 tracks left. Hopefully they turn it around. More bass love, and as this one starts, I in fact think they are turning it around. The main riff is nasty with a fantastic flow to it. probably the most chanty chorus, which is going to be amazing at live shows, whenever those happen again. Quite possibly my favorite solo on the album so far. Also, fun fact, I thought this song was titled Code of Hammurabi at a quick glance. Extreme energy right off the bat, and Billy goes kinda crazy with his vocals here. I like it a lot. This isn't thrash at this point. This song is death metal, and it is a pleasant surprise. This was the real shot I needed for the end of this. Final track before this album goes to the Catacombs. I still hate myself. Very march-driven riff with some nice synth to go with it. This song sounds more like an opening track than a closing track. And then look how long it is. And I'm confused, because it's only 2 minutes long. Did somebody put the tracks in the wrong order on the album? What's going on here? Other than ending on that somewhat confusing note, which really, I'm serious, sounds like someone put the songs in the wrong order. Catacombs is clearly intended to be an intro song. I don't know what they did. But all that aside, this album was amazing. Minus some of the generic sounding parts I mentioned. Granted, the generic parts still sounded really good, but it's just, you know, you want to hear something new. Granted, this band's almost 40 years old as is thrash metal, but still, you know what they're capable of, because there's some new things you hear in this album that are superb. This is probably one of the better new thrash albums I've heard in a while. And, well, I think you should give it a spin. So, thank you for checking out my video. I know this one's a little late, been getting over a bug, not the you-know-what, there's just some other things going on. Comment below any other albums you think I should check out. I'll check them out. And always, while you're down there, drop me one of those, please. Helps me out. Lets me know you like what I'm doing. Please click up here to check out my review of 5-Man London Jam from Tesla. Not my old job, the band. Click up here to check out the video YouTube pick out just for you. If you'd be so kind, click right here, subscribe to my stupid face. Jingle that bell to be notified of any of my future videos. Till then, my name's David. You can call me Fenrir Rock.